Hi guys, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in to my season 2 overseas recap. So basically, before we get started, I'm just going to give a little background on myself so you guys know, if you haven't watched any of my videos before and know who I am, then this is just kind of a recap. So basically, I just finished my second year overseas playing in Europe. I played my first year in Germany, in East Germany, in a city called Chemnitz. It was the first league. Definitely an experience, definitely grateful. I even got the chance to play out of college because my college experience was not good at all. And I have that on my blog. I've talked about it, typed it up. It actually was in a lot of news stories because I voiced what happened my senior year. So if you're interested in that, that's on my website, which should be in my profile. So that happened. I played 2 years at TCU. My freshman and sophomore year, I transferred over to SMU, which was in Dallas, Texas. Had my redshirt year there, and then I graduated with my bachelor's in my 4th year, played my 5th year, graduated with my master's. So then I decided to pursue going overseas because I just didn't feel like that should have been the end of my basketball story. I worked so hard. I went through a lot of obstacles, and as an athlete, you just kind of feel just that you're not done. You know, there's just times when you're just like, I feel like I had potential still. I'd never reached my potential. I still have it. So I want to keep going. So this is where we are today. So basically, after my first year, I knew that I didn't want to go back to East Germany or a place that just wasn't as developed. You know, you kind of want to get into a better situation. So I signed with a team in Belgium to play for my second season. And before that happened, in the summertime, I actually got an opportunity to play for the under 23 national team of Czech Republic because I do have Czech citizenship. So that was really cool, really great experience. I actually played 3 weeks in Italy, in Naples, or Napoli, I don't know. So yes, I played there, and it was incredible. It was just like something you'll just never forget, you know? And we played 6 games over there, played against China, played against Japan, played against Portugal, played against Hungary, played against all these different types of teams. And it was just really cool, a really great experience, something I've never done before. And as American, the national teams for USA are just absolutely insane, and the chances of you making it are like 0.0000001. So yeah, never got that opportunity, but with Czech Republic, I was super blessed to be able to do that, and I'm really grateful that I was able to do that. So I signed with a team in Belgium, in Charleroi, which was a city kind of near Brussels, about 45 minutes away, and the city was 1 in 4 people were unemployed. So this is my first kind of tip. If you are looking at different teams, or if your agent's able to tell you what country, city you're going to be playing in, not the team name, whatever, look it up, know what you're going into, look at the demographics, look at the history of the city, figure out kind of what's going on. Obviously, you're not going to know exactly what's happening until you get there, but it's better to kind of get a gist for things. So I found out that was the unemployment rate. Did my research, I was like, okay, so this is going to be not such a great situation, but hopefully the team is good. Turned out that was also not the case. So I get to Belgium, I take my cat with me for the second year. My first year I didn't take it with me because I just didn't want him to be in a situation where I wasn't even certain what I was doing. I've never done it before. I don't know what I'm going to get when I get there, what the living situations are like, nothing. So I didn't want to bring my cat into a stressful environment. Glad I didn't. Did the second year. He was pretty stressed, but he's fine now. He's still alive, so that's great news. So went to Belgium, was greeted with the club manager, team manager at the airport. Everything was cool. I got to the apartment. The coach was there, team captain, everyone greeted us. My apartment was stocked with food. It was super great. First 3 weeks, month, perf. After about a month, things started to decline rapidly. We were not winning so many games. I tried my best, but just, some things just don't work out. And we weren't winning so much, and then my apartment started to have problems. So there was mold that started to grow in the apartment. And it was not only in just on one wall. It was in my bathroom, started out, then it was in my bedroom wall, which was attached to the bathroom wall. And then it was getting into my closet because the closet was on that wall. Then it was in the kitchen. Then it was on the ceiling. There's just mold literally everywhere. Like, mold was just flying around for free. It's just whatever you want, go ahead. So there's mold everywhere. Then the electricity started going out. So the electricity would go out if I had the heater on, which we were only provided a wood pellet burning heater in the living room. So there was no heating in my bedroom. So I'm like literally hoodie, sweats, fuzzy socks, scarf at night, holding on my cat. Like, did I really sign up for this? Is this really what I'm gonna do with the rest of my life? Like, hard times over there, okay? So basically, me and my cat, trying to survive all this. And then I just, like, the way that I told these problems to our coaching staff, to our coaches, and they just didn't, like, the club just didn't want to work with us. And the coach actually tried to get involved. Ended up, fast forward, they just didn't respect me. They didn't respect players' health. They didn't try to get me out of that situation. My apartment flooded. The mold got worse. The electricity was just not working, so I had to actually leave. They were like, okay, we'll take you out for 3 days. We're going to fix it and we're going to put you back. That 3 days turned into over a month of living out of my suitcase at another teammate's apartment, which also had problems. So it was just all bad. Like, and they would not give me any word on what was going on for that entire month. So I came to the decision, like, I am not a quitter, but I also have respect for myself, and I can't be in this situation anymore. So I decided to leave, and I talked to my agent about if that was possible, and he said yes it was, we'll try to find a way. And my agent's freaking godsend and got me out of there, and super grateful for him working so hard on that, because whew, it's just a lot. It was just a lot of stuff that happened, and I won't go into detail about all of that, but it was really hard to leave my team. I really, like, when I sign for a team, I want to play for that team. I want to represent your team well. I want to be a professional. I don't want to worry about things like my apartment has mold on it. Why haven't you fixed it after 2 months? But that's what happened. That was the case, and unfortunately I cannot allow myself, if I respect myself, if you respect yourself, you know, I preach this every day on my Instagram. You know, like, this is something that I am all for. I have tattoos all over me that talk about believing in yourself, having confidence, like, knowing your worth, trusting your instinct, trusting your decision-making process. So it was just time for me to go. So I left, and I was gonna go back to America, but I was like, wait, let me see if I can get another contract. Like, let's see what's going on. Let me not make any rash decisions. Obviously, I would love to go home because I wasn't scheduled to go home for Christmas. So I was like, well, maybe I'll just go home and get another contract after Christmas. You know, no rush. But my best friend was playing on a team 2.5 hours away from me, and she tore ACL, and I wanted to be there for her during that process. So she was having surgery like the next week. I was like, all right, let me just go there and bring all my stuff and my cat, and I can stay in this house that she lives in and help her during that process. So when I was there and she was recovering in the hospital, the coach reached out and I practiced with them, and I ended up signing with the team that she was on, which was really great, because then we got to be besties and teammates all over again, and it was really, really fun to do that. And just got really lucky with the timing of everything, because the coach was just hired as like a please come help us, we're in last place type of situation, and I was hired as a please come help us, you need to do your job and get us out of this situation and not let us drop, because in Germany the last 2 teams drop. And yeah, so they were in 12th place, and we were trying to get to 10th place or higher. So, moved to Germany. Halfway at, it was right before Christmas, like December 1st. And right before that, in November, I actually got invited to the senior national team training camp, which is like a week or 10 days. Most overseas players know that there's this little break, and usually if you're not on the national team, you go and like travel during this time. So I got picked to go to the training camp, which was super cool. Loved it. It was amazing. Really grateful for that experience. But yeah, so I did that, and that was in Prague. So during November, mid-November, I was gone during that whole commotion of the team, not knowing if I'm going to stay in Belgium or go somewhere else or what's going to happen. All of that, I just like paused pause this drama and chaos in my apartment molding, like stuck all my stuff in the middle of the room in a suitcase, and I just like, don't get mold on this, please, you know, like put some like towels underneath, whatever. Tried to have ventilation in there and left it, and went to went to Prague, came back to Belgium, and then that's, you know, the story. Then in December I left. And then the Germany team was like 180 flip. Like, they cared about their players. They, like, if something was broken in the house, like, I don't know, even if the shower was clogged, they would be like bringing you the unclogging drain stuff that in the same hours or in the next day. Like, 180 flip. And that's just proving, like, you need to respect yourself and go somewhere that is going to be a better fit no matter what. Like, if you don't take anything from this video, take away this. 1, do your research about where you're going. 2, respect yourself. Not every situation is going to be a good one. Just like not every relationship you get in is going to be a good one, but obviously you want it to work out. Like, you don't go into relationships thinking, oh yeah, I'm just going to be here, like, whatever. Like, I mean, sometimes you do, but usually when you're trying to make it work with somebody, it's because you chose that you think that this person can make it with you for the long run. But you just have to, there has to be a point where you're just like, this is enough. And because I actually left, I was the first one to leave out of that Belgium situation in Charleroi. 9 others left after me. 9. Including the entire coaching staff, because no one was getting paid. So, trust me, you may be the pioneer, the first one to do something, but that doesn't mean that it's not the right thing to do. And even if it doesn't feel like the right thing, that doesn't, like, you just gotta push for it and go for it. If you feel inside of yourself that you are not being respected, remove yourself from the equation. Period. And I made friends, like I made really good friends on that team, but I knew that I needed to be in a better situation. So point blank period, that's what I had to do, and I'm so grateful I did that. Obviously the situation I went into was not perfect. It's a 12th place team in the first league in Germany, so I had a lot of work to do, but at least I had a fresh start, a new chance, and people that cared and believed in me. So my confidence, my playing, my entire performance on the court, and my overall just well-being, like, literally skyrocketed once I got to Germany. Like, I was so happy to be a part of a city like that. It was in West Germany this time. So we didn't go back to East Germany, guys. But went to West Germany, and it was right on the border of France, next to Luxembourg, like literally in that little corner. So much better. Like, loved that city. Would play there again. Like, it was just so cute. It was like a little small city, but just near everything. Perfect. So, yeah. That was basically the quickest wrap-up I could do of my season number 2 that is possible. Basically, if you were following along, played in the summer in Italy with the Czech national under-23 team, played in Belgium, in the middle of all that, went to the Prague training camp of the senior national team for Czech, got to watch some awesome games, didn't play in them, but learned a lot, super grateful for that, and then moved teams to Germany, which was way better, so much better, and I can't wait to see what happens this next season. Decided to continue playing because, like I said earlier, I'm not done yet. I don't feel in my bones that I'm done yet. I feel like I'm really just starting, so, and nothing's keeping me here. Ain't got no bay. Anyway, so yeah, just gonna keep on keeping on, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if there's anything more you want to hear about, or like any certain situation that you want to hear more about. I'm very open. I'm open about every part of my life because I want people to take it as a learning tool, and yeah, so that's why I spoke up about my senior season being an absolute disaster in college and everything else, and yeah. Whatever else you guys want to know, let me know. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye, guys.